become a contagious communicator. That is our goal on this YouTube channel. And I do hope that you will subscribe, because every week there will be videos that are under 3 minutes that give you concrete strategies, some suggestions, so that you can, later that same day that you watch this video, you can make some changes and have some things to practice so that you too can become a contagious communicator. What do I mean by that? Well, you want to spread your message, you want to spread your passion, you want to spread your ideas, and all of those things are so much easier when you're a more effective communicator. I'm Jan Bailey, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what's called the spotlight effect. One of the things that my clients often ask me is, oh my goodness, what if I make a mistake? Or, oh my goodness, what if I stumble over a word? Or, oh my goodness, what if I get the slides wrong, or I skip too fast in the slides? In other words, oh my goodness, what do I do if I make a mistake? Well, mistakes are kind of part of it, aren't they? They're kind of part of speaking. I don't think really that anyone expects a perfectly clean presentation every time. Here's where the research comes in. There's something called the spotlight effect, which I've talked a little bit about in previous videos, but what it means is that we believe that everyone is far more focused on us than they actually are. In other words, that the spotlight is pointing at us and people are absorbing, seeing everything that we do, sucking it up. And that's not actually true. There's a really interesting study, and this might help you believe me a little bit more. There's a really interesting study that was done in a university classroom. And I'm not sure about you, but I know that my university psychology classes were 400 and 500 people in the lecture theater. And so what the researchers did is they asked a number of students to wear really brightly colored, kind of bizarre t-shirts to their first day of class. And then they asked those same students to estimate how many people noticed and paid attention to them with that sort of, oh, look at those people with that weird t-shirt on. And you know what was really interesting? The ones who were wearing the t-shirts felt that over 50% of the people in that lecture hall turned and paid attention to them. Over 50%, that's a lot of heads looking at you walking in your bright t-shirt. But the reality was, when they surveyed the whole lecture hall, less than 10% of those students even noticed the brightly colored t-shirt wearing students. Isn't that interesting? So we think everybody's looking at us, everybody's noticing, and guess what? They're not. Now, if you want them to notice you, we're going to practice becoming contagious communicators. My name is Jan Bailey, and that's exactly what we're going to do on this channel so that you can be clear, be confident, and be you all of the time. So I encourage you to subscribe, and I will see you the next time.